everyone, and thank you for coming to my third and final presentation on sizing. Now I have a question for you. Who here has been to a store and found that they fit into one size, and then gone to another store and discovered that they're a totally different size? Alright, so pretty much all of you. Well, you're not imagining things. Even though you may physically be the same size, many brands will size their garments differently than other brands. So back in the 1950s, Marilyn Monroe was the ideal body. She was what Americans considered to be sexy and attractive. With measurements of about a 36-inch waist, 23-inch bust, and 36-inch hips, she was a true hourglass shape, but hardly thin by today's standards. This runway model here is no extreme. She's seen all over the runways, and she isn't the only one. In a world where there's models like her, Kate Moss, and the Olsen twins that are considered beautiful, it's no surprise that this is what we're going towards. I have a video just to show you some of the changes in the fashion and modeling industry.
If you think Tylenol is the pain reliever orthopedic doctors recommend most for arthritis pain, think again and take a leave. It's the one doctors recommend most for arthritis pain. 2 pills can work all day.
They are everywhere around us, fashion magazines and on the runways, and a lot of young girls grow up looking just like them. These models are so impossibly thin. And today it was revealed the gap between them and the average American woman has never been greater. That even the supermodels from the 70s and 80s like Cindy Crawford and Christy Brinkley might be too big to succeed in modeling today. Here's ABC's Lindsay Davis on this dramatic change in American life.
The picture is supposed to be shocking. An average-sized woman entwined with an average-sized model.
I thought they were really beautiful. I thought they were shocking. They were going to cause some controversy.
Plus Model magazine says standard fashion models have gotten so tiny, the supermodels of 20 years ago, Brinkley, Cindy Crawford, Beverly Johnson, would be plus-size models today.
At the height of your career, what size were you wearing?
I was wearing between a 4 and a 6.
Would you be surprised to know that if you wore a size 6 today, that you might be considered as a plus-size model?
No, I would not be surprised at all.
Even as the average American woman is getting bigger, models continue to shrink. 20 years ago, the average fashion model weighed 8% less than the average woman. Today, she weighs 23% less.
This is for real life. I don't think that people realize how much fashion and models and hair campaigns and weight loss ads does to the woman's self-esteem.
My daughter is a plus-size model, and she's one of my heroes. We need to embrace our bodies and love our bodies as they are.
While the fashion industry continues to praise skinny, these photos are proof that the conversation between mothers and daughters, advertisers and designers may need to expand. Lindsay Davis, ABC News.
Alright, so as you can see, the change in body sizes has been drastic. Women are surrounded by these stick-thin models and are made to believe that this body type is the ideal. No longer is it acceptable to be a size 4 or 6, but women strive to be a size 0, even a double 0. Not only are models as thin, but celebrities are as well, and so we're constantly surrounded by this idea. With the obsession of being super thin all around us, manufacturers and retailers have found that by sizing garments smaller than they actually are, women are more prone to buy them. For example, these Gap khakis, 10 years apart, are both labeled as a size 2, yet their waist difference is 3 inches. So what may be a size 6 10 years ago may be labeled as a size 2 today. In fact, the sizes have changed so drastically that what the body that's considered a size 00 today in the 1950s was considered a size 8, and even in the 1940s, the smallest size available was a size 10. This is what's known as vanity sizing. Retailers and manufacturers know that the better women feel about their bodies and the size, the more likely they are to stay with that brand. So although a woman may be a size 8 at some stores, she is more likely to stay loyal to a brand that labels their same size garment as a size 4. They know that the smaller the size label, the more money they'll make. If a woman is between a size 8, 10, or 12, generally speaking, and has convinced herself that she's a size 8, she's going to stick with that retailer that sells her a garment at a size 8 in fear of feeling fat or overweight, buying a size 10 or 12. I even found that a woman with a 27-inch waist would be a size 8 at Marc Jacobs, but at Chico's, a 000. This chart I found through the Wall Street Journal, and it shows the variations in a size 8. So there are different retailers on here, for example, H&M, Nanette Lepore, Dolce & Gabbana, even Chico's is on here as well, showing the relationship between the bust, waist, and hip ratios. So for the waist, there's a difference of 5 inches. A size 8 can be anywhere from 26 to 31-inch waist, depending on what the brand labels it as. So, although standard size sizing does exist, there's no enforcement that designers must adhere to them. Rather, it's more of a suggestion, and designers are able to go off of that and determine themselves what they want to label it as. So I have one short little video left.
Turning on a television is a constant reminder of what beauty should be. Maybe some of that comes from where and how people shop. Retailers across the nation slim down their clothing size numbers, but the actual size of the clothing remains the same. It's called vanity sizing. If a shopper fits in a size 2 pair of jeans when they're actually a size 4, they're more likely to buy.
But with American brands, they, most of them, not all, but most of them have gone towards this fancy sizing to make women in America particularly feel better about themselves.
This is Marilyn Monroe, and back in the 1950s and 60s, she personified beauty at around size 14.
And because food was scarce, and now, of course, we live in a time when food is abundant, and so we prize the opposite. We prize the look of starvation. It's very disturbing.
The fact is that America is bigger than it used to be. The CDC estimates that over the past 20 or so years, obesity has increased in adults at all income and education levels. Almost 35% of U.S. adults are considered obese. In the 1960s, that number was near 10%. Clothing manufacturers know there's pressure to slim down and try to take advantage with vanity sizing.
I think it's actually smart. I think it's the same thing any business person would do. To make people feel better about themselves. There isn't a product that people don't try and do something. They're marketing to the psychological needs of generations of women.
But does the average shopper actually know about it?
I mean, there's definitely some brands that run smaller, run bigger, and that. But overall, I mean, it's ranges in the same few sizes.
It just makes me so upset. Like different stores have their sizing, so like kind of confusing.
It is confusing. That's why the shoppers I spoke with stick with 1 or 2 brands, because they already know how they fit.
Even though vanity sizing is mostly associated with women's clothing, men do a little vanity sizing of their own as well.
What'd you get there? I bought dumplings.
Kramer, they're painted on!
The slim fit. Slim fit? You're walking like Frankenstein.
But due to the rapid change in women's fashion, vanity sizing is more prevalent there.
The jeans are out, the jeans are in, they're high rise, they're low rise, they're roundabout rise, they're whatever they are. Men's, Dockers, and it stays fairly similar. So that's another complication.
A complication that could slim up if they're more standardized sizes, but don't expect that anytime soon.
It's manufacturers, and they can size their clothes however they want. So, if making women feel better about their bodies is going to sell more clothes, they're going to do that.
Until then, vanity sizing is just one of many factors that reminds America of a growing problem. Its waistline. Reporting in Syracuse, Justin Zipser, NCC News.
So I want to do a small activity with you all, and in your tables, just come up with maybe a pro and a con of each of why you would be for or against vanity sizing, and we'll walk around and talk to you with any questions.
size 4 than a size 6. The
And I can't okay, usually I wear size 2 small.
Marketers. Size smaller. Oh, bro. So Stephen is like in the market business. I was like, oh, they can fit a size 4, so might as well do a size 3 and sell it for $20 more. They'll buy it.
All right, so what are some pros and cons that we came up with, and generally what is the consensus that we're either for or against the standardizing?
Well, I think one pro that I see is like, the professor, like that she was saying, in a business standpoint, like it's good because you get to sell more clothes, and if you see it as like a marketing strategy and it works for your company through your business, then that's great because it works for your brand and you're selling more by the humanity side.
Exactly.
The con would be, towards the consumer, because then you're training them that, this is the size that you are, even if you really are. So.
All right, well, I want to thank you all for coming to my presentation today. I hope you consider that next time you're out shopping, and